And finally, you have control of the structure. So if you like, if you were to think of your company as a machine, if you broke it down into parts, there are a number of components to a company structure. There's the flesh and blood bit, there's all the people, there's the systems that you run, the processes that you run, there's the data you use, the data that both gets prepared within the business and also comes in from outside, and there's the physical assets you use. You know, all of that has to be organised in a way that gives you the maximum return on what goes in. There's a lot of strategic stuff going on in here. There's a big, I work with a few companies that are in the automation space, and they're beginning that you can see the demand uptake now of people now wanting to engage in, because the problem with flesh and blood, of course, is it's quite vulnerable to things like pandemics. So people are now beginning to focus much more than they were before on how do we automate this stuff? How do we remove the human element? But you can never fully remove the human element unless you want to kind of dehumanize the company completely. But, you know, when do we sit down and look at the structure? How does this machine work? And where are all the problems within it that we might iron out? So these are all things that to some degree you have control of. You have the ability to make decisions and change.